So these white people are still waiting for black people to actually accept and come together, not only coming together and also coming out to like talk about them and support them, blah, 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 after every single thing that has really happened. Sometimes I say these people literally do not have conscience. You understand? Because before the election or whatsoever, you had all of that opportunity to be able to come together and be like, okay, we are saving ourselves. But what did you guys do with that opportunity? You threw that opportunity away, literally. And now you are fighting, struggling so hard to get back that opportunity. Do you think it is all that simple? Anyways, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And this is just for educational purposes. Let's dive right into this video and I'll be back with commentaries. These people are sharp funny. Let's go right into it.
Long after my bones are powder, long after even the memory of me is gone, historians, if there is a history to be written after this, will look and study the 2024 election and how a nation that purports itself to be so intelligent, so strong, and so diverse did a 34 felony having, decrepit, decaying, racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, anti-Semitic, Islamophobic, transphobic, and ableist human being, yet another the most mediocre white man that has ever been made, return to the White House. Historians are going to try to figure out, what were you thinking? And I don't blame them. I don't. Because some of you seem to have forgotten why we're here in the first place. ICE is going into Chicago and pulling migrant people out of an apartment building. People think black folks should be out there fighting, knowing goddamn well, and let's just all be honest, we don't lie here, let's all be honest, you know, the moment a mobilized group of black people decide to stand up against this shit, it's over. It's martial law. But we wouldn't even be in this situation in the first place had that man not made his way back to the White House. And what is the problem? What is the part that we really truly need to understand is how many people got it so fucking wrong and have yet to say, yo, we fucked up. For 10 months, all we've heard is excuses. For 10 months, all we have heard is reasonings and rationales. Number one, the largest voting demographic in 2024 at 89% were those who did not vote. There, right there, is where the study has to start. You mean to tell me you think both sides are so much the same when you got a prosecutor and vice president on one side and a fucking felon on the other one? You think they're both the same? You couldn't find a way to see what the fuck was coming and be honest about it and try to make sure it didn't come. Some of y'all have no self-preservation. And you know how I know? The way you voted. You are the sort of people that if you heard y'all would be in a horror movie, hearing sounds in the woods and going right to it to get your ass eaten by Freddy or Michael Myers or Jason with butter and salt on your ass. Everybody wants to know why ain't black folks getting involved. Now, don't get me wrong. I do know some black activists that said, fuck that, I'm still gonna do what I do. And to them, I salute you. To them, I salute you. I can't even be mad at you for it. But the fact that everybody else has something to say about why black folks ain't got their ass out there, like they don't know how the fuck history works, like they don't understand who the fuck's sitting in the White House right now and what he wants to do, and how all he needs is 6 Negroes singing doo-wop songs to cut in martial fucking law. Like y'all act like y'all don't know this. Smartest people on earth, you're just not aware of that. It's right there. once again, and I'm gonna say something, it's gonna hurt your feelings. I don't care, because you know I'm telling the truth. Black women, once again, tried to save fucking democracy. And they got disrespected in leading up to this election in such a way that if they never forgive y'all, I wouldn't even be mad at them. I wouldn't even be mad at them. They are the consistent demographic that tries to save democracy. And I've told you why. Oh, well, you kiss it up, you butter it up. No. Facts are fucking facts. Black women understand that any policy that jackass puts into fucking place is going to hurt them first and the hardest. They have to live in a country filled with stereotypes about their ass. And they still have to survive. Everybody else has the luxury of fucking off an election. They don't. They don't. Their biggest ops, white women. So when y'all was coming up with blue bracelets and shit, you should have just kept that shit to your goddamn self. They didn't want to hear that shit. This was a layup. This was an easy 2 points. Get somebody in there you can negotiate with. Oh, I'm gonna vote for that fucking election cicada. There's no, I'm sorry. When that bitch comes out in 2028, if somebody don't cuss her the fuck out, I will. Cause see, y'all could do that. You could act willy-nilly. We would not have ICE raids on anybody that speaks Spanish had people not voted for the motherfucker that didn't like Spanish people. I mean, he called y'all vermin. He started off his fucking march to the White House in 2015 saying when Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing crime, they're bringing drugs, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people. You ain't got but one time to tell me some shit like that. Bitch, you will never hear from me. But obviously, we were wrong. Some people were like, well, he was only talking about the illegals. You rationalize that in your fucking head. Now your tia and your tío and your abuela are fucking being shipped off to places called Alligator fucking Alcatraz. All of you free Palestine people, how the fuck you feel now? How have you felt over the past 10 years or past 10 months? How do you feel with the AI video of Trump Gaza #1? Where's that? I swear, that woman from Dearborn, or she was in Dearborn visiting, but she's from North Carolina. I need to know where you are. I need to hear it from you. I do. I need to hear how you rationalize. Can't vote for Jill, vote for Trump, but do not vote for Kamala and expect it to be welcome in my community. Dearborn is being chased. The people of Dearborn, the Muslims, the Arab people in Dearborn are being treated like fucking terrorists again. Where's the abandoned Harris? I guess y'all abandoned that too, huh? We will never, ever get past this until we address it outright. This was a blow to the American psyche. An ill-equipped human being sits in the White House right now. He shouldn't have been there in 2016, and he damn sure shouldn't have been there in 2024. But yet, for some reason, y'all seem to have forgotten that. Let's just let bygones be bygones, come together in unity. No, not this time. See, it's one thing to fuck me once. It's another thing for you to try to fuck me twice. And ladies and gentlemen, look at all the bullshit, the tariffs, the one big beautiful ass in the bill. Look at the fucking China shit, the fucking soybeans and the farmers who once again are gonna fucking end up voting for another fucking Republican in 2028 because you just don't get it. Family values. All the people who were on Medicaid and food stamps and TANF and WIC voting to slice your own fucking throat and bleed on the rest of us. We can't get past this until we address it. Now, I understand we are approaching the year anniversary of that election. Yet, in that year, We still haven't talked about it, honestly. You can't unify until we talk in some accountability and some understanding of how fucked up, in the fucked up situation you put us all in. Don't ask black folks to be out there marching. Don't. Do y'all understand what the fuck y'all did? Y'all put a fucking felon back in the White House and y'all are getting mad at black on black crime? The American psyche took a blow, a bad one. And if we're ever going to get past this shit, I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about unity from the Democrats and none of that other shit. The very first thing that has to happen is people who helped to get us here need to look us in the face and hear us when we say, you fucked us. Until then, we can keep pretending like it ain't happened, but it did.
Random thoughts. Like, y'all mother truckers really elected Donald Trump as president a second time. Like, you guys really thought? Like, you guys really believed him? Y'all really believed that he gave a F? Y'all really thought Donald Trump gave a F about the American people? Y'all really thought he gave a F about lowering the price of eggs and groceries for us? Y'all really, like, it's the level of ignorance and delusion. The Americans that voted for him, and like specifically the ones who claim to like not be MAGA, and the ones that say like, you know, I don't really agree with his rhetoric, but he was a good businessman and y'all don't know shit. Because if you knew shit, you would not be saying he was a good businessman. Y'all believed a rich white man who's had lawsuits, who's filed bankruptcy, who has had a very negative reputation in the public eye for decades. For decades. Y'all really thought Donald J. Trump gave a F-U-C-K about the average American person? You think Donald Trump gave a fuck about the fact that we can't afford groceries and we can't afford healthcare? Y'all really thought he gave a fuck? And y'all believed him. Every time people would question him about Project 2025, I'm not a part of that, and I'm not about that. Everything that's happening right now since January, Simba, please, has been in Project 2025. I hate y'all. Like, right, Simba? Right? I hate y'all. Like, I feel like I will never forgive America for putting him back in the White House. And like, every single day, I just feel like I'm on the edge of my seat because I don't know what's going to happen next. Every single day, I am just gut-wrenched by some of the things that I am seeing in the news and the media and what people are going through and how people are suffering. And I mean, just devastation is happening. And I feel like just because it's not in your backyard yet, you should not be turning a blind eye to this. Because it's them tomorrow, or no, it's them today and you tomorrow. And that's how you're supposed to think. Some days I wake up and I'm just like, y'all motherfuckers really believe that man? Y'all really believed him. And this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. It's just really depressing. And I try to like just stay busy. Obviously, I have a very full life. But damn. Shit's bad. Like, shit's really bad in America. And it's just gonna get worse. And it's very scary. It's very scary. And I just think a lot of us are just coping, and like a lot of us don't really know what to do. That's all. That's all I got.
So I'm going to say something. White men who vote for Trump or support Trump to this day solely support him because they are racist, homophobic, and emotionally unintelligent. Black men who support Trump to this day hate themselves and want to separate themselves from blackness in every way possible, and are also homophobic and emotionally unintelligent. Hispanic men who support Trump, Hispanic brown community, okay? The ones who claim to be brown, even though we know that's not a race. But Hispanic, Latinos for Trump, they support Trump because they are homophobic, anti-black, they hate themselves, but they think they have access or proximity to whiteness because they're not black, for the ones who are not black presenting. So they think that by supporting a man like Trump, it's a tactic of survival because they can claim that they're like one of you. I'm like you, white man. I know black. Look, we have same enemy. And they are also homophobic and unintelligent emotionally. All of these men usually have narcissistic traits and oftentimes lack empathy for anyone other than themselves. Can this be changed? Can these men be freed from supporting Trump? Absolutely. We're seeing it happen before our very eyes. But just because they stop supporting Trump suddenly does not mean that they've completely erased or dealt with their anti-blackness, racism, and homophobia and misogyny. That takes a lot of work, time, and effort. But the first step is admitting that you're wrong.
Since no one's going to say it, I'm going to say it. Let's just call it what it is. This Trump administration isn't some showcase of brilliance or strategy or moral authority. It is a showcase of white mediocrity, broadcast for the entire world to see. If you think about it, they scream about being the greatest. They scream about being the smartest, the most patriotic. But when the spotlight hits them, what do we see? Corruption, incompetence, lies stacked on top of lies. A government so insecure it has to redraw maps, it has to silence voters, it has to attack its own citizens just to hold on to power. And the world is watching. Countries overseas are looking at America, shaking their heads saying, this is America? This is what we were told was the standard for democracy? Because for centuries, whiteness carried itself alongside synonymous with excellence, while dismissing black and brown excellence as inferior. But Trump's administration has blown that myth to pieces because globally, people see it now. Whiteness in power doesn't guarantee wisdom. It doesn't guarantee justice. It doesn't even guarantee competence. All it guarantees is access. Access, handed down through a rigged system that protects mediocrity as long as it wears the right skin. So let's be clear. This ain't about every white person, but it is about the fact that Trump has exposed the truth that the old story of white superiority was never superior.
If you are a white voter, specifically a white voter without a college degree, I'm hoping you can give me like 60 seconds of your time. You ever wonder why black voters, Hispanic voters, Asian voters, and educated white voters are all voting for the same person? It's not because we want something different from you. We all want the same thing. It's because either through experience or through education, we understand the consequence of a leader like Donald Trump. Trump was born a billionaire and went to an Ivy League university. J.D. Vance went to Yale Law. These are not people who are capable of understanding what you've had to go through to get to where you are today. All that education, all that money, there's two things that they have learned about you. They know that if you had access to the quality of information that they've had access to, you wouldn't vote for them. But they also know that when somebody's backed into a corner and a little bit desperate, they are easy to control with fear. So the last thing I'll leave you with is how to tell if you're being manipulated. If somebody is giving you information and also telling you how to feel about it at the same time, that means they're trying to control you. You'll notice not once in this video have I told you how to feel about anything, but you'll also notice that Donald Trump, when he tells you something that he doesn't think you want to hear, he'll tell you before he tells you the information how to feel about it. You should be mad as hell that they are doing this. See what I did there?
Anyways, that's all the video I have for you guys. And black people will just keep avoiding. It's as simple as ABCD because, like I said from the initial part of this video, you have all of the single time in your life to be able to put yourself together and save yourself. So now, Stop coming to look for unity or coming to look for every single person to accept you. If you guys do not know, there is this guy called the Purple Revolution that his job literally right now, as to what he said, is he want the black people and the white people to come together as one and then take back America. I asked myself one question, taking back America from who? Because you are a die-hard MAGA fan before you decided that right now you are regretting because not what you voted for that you're actually seeing, and you want to go take back America from a MAGA's manhunt. Now they are coming online to cry that a lot of black people are actually avoiding them. Black people don't want to put body and let them join forces together and fight and then get or achieve whatsoever they want to achieve. Black people literally do not want to say anything despite every single thing that have been going online. I keep asking myself question, what do you exactly want black people to say? Because the only person that can save a black man is a black man. So do you expect a black man to come save you for the catastrophe and the disaster that you have created, for what you've actually used your own hand to build, for a foundation that you never laid very well, despite the fact a lot of people were telling you to lay this foundation very well? So what exactly do you want black people to actually do for you? You want them to come save you? Save you as a whole? I doubt. So if you think that black people are coming for you, sorry, black people will definitely keep avoiding you and you will keep crying, because that is actually what you use your own hand to create. The orange man never lied. He said every single thing that is literally doing right now. And when he said every single thing, he meant those words. And the good part I love about him was he never lied to white folks. He told you guys that you actually want to make America great again. And yes, the orange man is making America great again. Or isn't America great enough for you people, for especially people that actually voted? The only people I feel for right now are people that didn't really vote for this, people that didn't really subscribe to this, people that did not put their hands in every single thing concerning MAGAs. But for those ones that voted, you got what you want. So stop telling black people not to avoid you and then come for your rescue, because we can come for your rescue. In fact, it is even going to be a very big insult for any black person that is not MAGA diehard fan to come to your rescue. It's going to be an insult to the black community. Fight your battle yourself. Fight your battle yourself. You have all of the time to repent. You did not. And the good part is, if you give some of them another way and say, choose what you want to choose, then we still go ahead and make the same decision. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Credit belongs to the original creator of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like, comment, and share. I want to say a very big thank you to every single person that have actually been liking my videos, subscribing, and then dropping commentaries. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. Anyways, with no further ado, I do like I say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Drop me your thoughts in the comment section. Bye for now. I love you guys. Mwah.